Hi friends, just wanted to share with you how to get a refund from Fiji Airways. It is not easy, and this is what we had to do. My daughter contacted them several times, they didn't help, and so I ended up taking over, and hopefully this is gonna solve it. That's to be determined. Anyway, so I contacted them at the flight calling us number because the other number was international. So you go here to contact us, and I'm going to do this just so you can see where I called them. And there's the numbers right there. So I contacted them at the US and Canada phone numbers right there. And then right there. And instead of the international customer service number, as I didn't want to have to dial international, I wasn't sure what my how that would work with my phone carrier. So I contacted them and said I need some help getting a refund on my trip, and she said because you bought it cheap, you can only get taxes refund. And I said, look, it was during COVID, they canceled it. And we had purchased our first flight on Fiji Airlines through a travel agent, and the second flight was through Fiji Airlines, not through a travel agent, because my daughter was going to go do a service mission to Kiribati. So she continued to tell me how to get a refund through the travel agent by going through the travel agent, which I understand. That's not the part I'm having an issue with. The part I'm having an issue with was her telling me that we could only get our taxes back even though the international flight was canceled. However, I don't know if you can do this with all flights or just flights that have been canceled. So this is how they have you ask for a refund. This is so ridiculous. So you go to their webpage and you click Contact Us, right? So you get over, well, I'm just going to flip to the pages I've already opened with that. So you click on the Contact Us, and then it says up here, this is Contact Us, all right? Please click here for any information regarding travel that's been impacted, but I don't want that. She told me to go down to, get this, to get a refund, you need to go to, where is that, feedback, compliments, and feedback. Like anybody's going to go to compliments and feedback to file try and get a refund. Okay, so then you have to go you have to click, once you go to contact us, go to compliments, feedback, comments, and or to make a complaint. Then you have to click on submit a form, which takes you to feedback and a form. So then you get to here, customer feedback and form. And then you click on Fiji Airways and then travel request refund. Okay, so once you click on travel request refund, let me do the drop down so you can see what comes up. So all those things come up, and right down at the bottom, ticket request refund, which is the dumbest place for customer service or refund. So then when you click on that, this pops up. This is not there at the beginning, this COVID thing. So it says click here, please submit. So you clicked on refund, right? Ticket refund and rebooking, right? So it says ticket refund and rebooking, click here. So if you click on that, it takes you to request to defer travel dates. So then you go over here and it talks about refunding your flight, changing your flight and then entering new travel details. Nowhere on this page does it talk about a refund. So I go back to the customer feedback, click in Fiji Airways, click on ticket request refund. Up pops the COVID, click here. Don't click there. Go to this information. So you go and you enter your personal detailed information. You enter the flights. Now it only gives you a spot for one flight, but that one flight is not enough to be able to give all your information, because one of my flights was from Fiji, or one of the flights was from Fiji Airlines from LA to one spot, and then the other flights were for several small flights from Fiji to these islands. And so you only have one spot to enter for a refund. So what she told me I had to do in order to get a refund, because the flight was canceled, in the US, their flight wasn't canceled from Fiji on, but at that point yet. But of course, my daughter's not going to fly with all that going on. So she said you had to write this at the top. Let me get my little piece of paper. You go into the feedback, state requests for a full refund, and then you put your booking information. But at the top, she told me to write in this little comment section right there, feedback. So it's not feedback you're wanting, it's a refund, but you have to put it in the feedback comment section. So she told me to put request full refund as a connecting international flight on a separate ticket was canceled. So the first flight ticket was canceled so that you could get a request, a refund for your full flight. So I think even if you weren't flying during that time, you could still put in your comments, your feedback in the flight. So then she said include all the flight information, even for the US tickets, because they need to confirm that it was canceled at that time and she couldn't go. I also put on there her credit card information that they could refund the money back to. I put on the flight dates where she was supposed to fly. I put on both confirmation numbers and both booking numbers, flight numbers, and dates on all flights going to and from on the trip, and the dates that she was supposed to fly. Now, my daughter said she tried to do this, but she's been getting run around. So then they said I'd have to contact the travel agent for the other half of the flights. So it was a $1,200 plus flight, and so of course she's going to want a refund for that. So this was the crazy how-to, and my daughter said she tried to do this, and I have some emails she just texted me about it, but I just wanted to let people know that this is how their refund policy is on Fiji Airways. So, you know, fly at your own risk. This was a ridiculous way to have to get it. You couldn't just call them and say, hey, the flight was canceled, you can see that, can you please give me a credit? No, it's this long process of back and forth emails from them to my daughter, back and forth, several phone calls back and forth. Now it is August 4th, and she has been dealing with this since May. So that's the nightmare. So if you are going to get a refund, want a refund, just try this way first. They are 90 days out for refunds right now. And then when I contacted the travel agent, they said that it was 45 days out for them to get a refund from Fiji Airlines. So I think it's crazy that her flight was supposed to be May 21st, sorry. I think was when it finally ended up being May 21st. And she was supposed to be flying back in a few days, but, you know, it was completely canceled. First it was postponed, and that's why it took us so long to try and get back with them, because we were going to try and postpone it till September, but then it was completely canceled. So anyway, good luck with this. Hopefully this was helpful. I do have a blog, thesecretisgratitude.com, where I will post all the information so that you can check that out, and with pictures and a little bit more in detail typed out. It's thesecretisgratitude.com. Type in Fiji Airways or Airlines at the bottom in the search box, and up will come the post about this. And feel free to ask any questions if you have them. Hopefully we can help you out, and hopefully we'll get a refund. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.